Hi there, welcome here. Welcome to Jojo Tarot. If I've got this box, you know this is a political reading, so if you like the celebrity stuff, just hang in there. I'm coming back for that. And keep reminding me if I forgot something. I usually do with these videos right now like 3, and I used to make shorts out of them, but I just don't have time for all these things. Okay, so tonight, gonna do 3 things. Taking a look at the shooting that happened, and everything is for allegedlys and entertainment only. We must say. There's some chatter out there that this was that shooting attempt that happened at the correspondence dinner is staged. It's someone's way of distracting from certain files, poll numbers may be low, not liking that. But my rational mind is saying, nah, come on, man. What would that person who was the shooter have to gain from doing this? Unless he's going to write up a pardon. No, I don't think so. And he's afraid of all of that, like that stuff. There's a lot, and honestly, the internet can help you find anything you want to believe. You really can. And some people in the intuitive community or whatever, they got the election wrong. Some of these bigger channels that I've watched and everything, they got it wrong and forgot to read current energy. You always have to remember energy changes, it's current. So look at what's current and don't forget to use your rationality. So I'll look at that. I'm going to look at Charles visiting, and I can't use this deck for him because he's apolitical. So I'll use my Rider-Waite deck for Charles. And then third, I'll take a look at Kash Patel. I kind of think his days are numbered. I may have looked at that one more recently. But okay, so come this way. Let's take a shuffle-uffle. Take a shuffle on it. And we're just asking about what can we know about this recent shooting in D.C., the correspondence dinner. What can we know about that? I wanna, man, don't be sticky. Cards, here, I'm gonna do them in batches. What can we know about this shooting that happened? Or, you know, there were shots fired. Nobody got, I think a Secret Service person maybe, but he had a vest. What can we know about this attempt on the president's? Yeah, and he said it was for him. What can we know about that situation? What can you know? What can we know? What can we know about it? And I'm going to be done with the shuffle-uffle here in a minute because it's just shuffling as it does. Okay. All right. One more. What can we know about that situation where there was a person with a gun and things went off, and some people say, oh, it was staged for sure. And others, well, you know. Okay. What can we know about that shooting situation in D.C. at the correspondence dinner? What can we know about that situation at the correspondence dinner? Some people say it's staged. I'm not feeling it, but what can we know? What do our cards want to tell us? Well, okay, that makes some sense. 5 of Wands. People are going to go around and around and around. And like I said, the internet, you just don't win arguments in the comment sections anywhere. And you can find what you want to believe. So it did cause some confusion too. And now people are distracted. I don't know that this is distractions. But nobody is winning in this. Nobody is winning. And it is a battle. Okay. In the middle is a tower. That's interesting. I don't often get that card. It was upsetting. It was unexpected. there are oddities that happened, like elevators weren't secured or something I read in that hotel, which is highly unusual. But this came as a big, big surprise. That kind of gives me my answer. This wasn't a planned thing. When you get the tower, it's something surprising you weren't expecting. And I feel like this is the person who did it, a little unhinged, going off in a direction. And this Knight of Wands is dangerous sometimes, irrational, kind of youthful energy, like erratic. And I think that would sum up that person that did this. So I am going to leave that there, and I forgot to write down the time that I did this at 4 something, so put in some timestamps. Okay, sounds good. All right, we'll let this clear out a little bit, and yeah, let's take a look at Charles. King Charles is coming for a visit. Some people are unhappy with that, feeling like it gives this human a world stage, and why do that when he has been so disrespectful to the allies and has said we don't need them, wanting to opt out of NATO, disrespectful to service people. But, he's never been largely respectful. And it's my opinion, he's got some health issues with the mind, some dementia going on, and a malignant narcissist. I've always thought that. I mean, I Googled it early on. In 2016, I was listening to him talk, and I said, what is wrong? There is something very wrong here. But anyway, so they don't know how to be respectful. Narcissists just want the attention. So, what can we know about Charles? Charles, the king, is an apolitical position. Supposed to be. He's not here to do one thing or another. But in some ways, I feel like that's sort of old world too, because visiting does legitimize this man in many ways. And is that so kosher? But Charles is following what I believe the government is telling him to do. If they tell him to do it, then he does. It's a state visit. I just want to know, what can we know about his visit to America, to the United States? I don't think he's going to have any attempts on him. I know we have a lot of gun violence, and I'm sorry about that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have been active trying to reduce that for many years in my life. But what can we know about Charles visiting? King Charles visit. I don't think it's going to be as big a deal as some people are. I think it gets world attention. It gets, a spotlight. Yes, but I don't think it's going to be such a biggie. All right. Is that the king? Charles visiting. One more shuffle, and I'll try to keep track of my time. All right, Charles is visiting. Okay, King Charles will be visiting the United States, and what can we know about this visit? Yes, King Charles will be visiting. What can we know about him visiting with Mr. Donald T? Okay, Charles will be visiting, and what can we know about the visit? Okay, about 9:05. All right, take a look. I'll show you that I've got my hands. Some people will be very happy about this. Some people, I think he's happy enough to do it, but he's also been really sick. So I wish him good health. Yeah, interesting card. This is going to make some people very happy, and some people will not be happy. But it's a 10. It's also endings. It's one of the last things maybe in a stateway that Charles will do. I don't know. I'm not predicting an ending here for him. Believe me, it's just because of his illness and age, traveling is harder. And so I think he's almost reminiscent too of things. So he'll be greeted also with great respect. Okay, in the middle, interesting again. 9 of Cups. I feel like that looks like Mr. Donald, Mr. T. And kind of the smug delight of having that world stage moment. You know, he gets his wishes to come true a lot. This is often called the wish card, but it's emotional. And I really feel like it's an emotional visit for King Charles. That's what I'm picking up on from these cards. And he'll be extremely happy, and then people will be distracted from those EPS files. And, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, into the future, the Hanged Man. This is a big card that, you know, people will I don't know that they're going to see him so differently. I mean, on the world stage with starting allegedly some unpopular wars in Iran and the whole Venezuela thing. I just think after the visit, things are tied up and nothing is moving forward. We're not solving anything in Iran. We're not. They don't know what to do in that part either. But I just asked about King Charles's visit. So I don't know that he's, you know, for him that it'll be seen one way or another. Okay, I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck and try and remember to keep it focused on Charles. Okay, interesting. 6 of Coin. Generosity. I mean, it's a generous act for him to come, surely. And again, I think people will be meeting him respectfully. I don't think anything untoward will happen. And if I get an idea of what that card means there, I will report back. Okay, inside, interesting. We get the Star card. Both of them are very, I have to cover her. There's a little nakedness, and the AI might think I'm showing cards that are inappropriate, and I'm not. So this is hope. It gives a bit of hope, I think, maybe for the whole world. I don't know why. I am not going to look at this visit as, I hope it's not normalizing, but maybe it's giving us hope that some better days are to come. And I have to just show you that next to it is this card. And like I said, I'm not predicting this physical thing for Charles, but it's top of his mind, and he's, I guess, wanting to do as many things as he can now before the time is out. So I'm going to say that the visit will come off. It will be state people having the champagne and caviar and talking, and Charles will be Charles, and the other one will be the other one, and that's what the media will talk about. It'll give us a reprieve, I guess, which we don't need. We need to get to the truth of everything, don't we? Okay. All right. We're going to round it out tonight with this guy. Are his days numbered? What can we know about his job? That's what I want to know. And of course, I have to come back to the Pulp Tarot, the snarky deck, because most of my political reads are just that. Pure snark. Okay. And let's see. Okay, what can we know about Kash Patel and his job? How's it going? Is he, are his days numbered like I feel like they might be? Yeah. Man. The moon. What can we know about Patel? Kash Patel. I started talking to him about 1405. But when I do the reading, I can skip the chatter in between. But I gotta show you that I shuffle. I don't want to make you disbelieve. Okay, Kash Patel, what can we know? He is the head of the FBI. It's my opinion. He's outjobbed. He's outranked by some of the people in there, just by intelligence-wise. What can we know about his days with the FBI? That's what I want to know. What do we know? What's going on? Are you going to kill me? Are you going to tell me, cards? What can we intuit? All right. Yeah. What can we intuit here? Okay. What can you tell us about Mr. Patel's job with the FBI? What's coming for him? What's coming for Mr. Patel and that job, that big job? What's coming for Mr. Patel and that job that he has? He's got the Hierophant, which can mean the government. And here he is, high on the throne, feeling like powerful like the Pope. Yeah, riding high today. Yep. And this is one card that does represent government. Okay. Sorry. When I do these political readings, this often comes up. And it's my opinion that, yeah, it might be representing his boss, but he's also signed on to work in this administration. And so he is perfectly fine with, in my opinion, the misdeeds that are going on. And what does this mean about his job? Well, if he gets tired of you and if he thinks you're shinier than him, it's a problem because you never want to be shinier than the narcissist. You don't. Yeah. So I'm just showing my cards because my ring is being wonky. All right, taking the next card here. The world, that's completion. The world is watching all of this too, unfortunately, unfolding. And I think it is coming to an end. When? I think this summer. Let's say June. I don't know why. And what number is this one? I forget. 21. That doesn't correspond to a month that I can think of. All right, I'm looking at the bottom of the deck. He's still riding high. He's getting big cards, though. Look at that. He's got this and this. This is another major. The Lovers. That's just how much on board he is with this administration. And just feels like these are 4 major cards. Oh, my God, yeah. This is also completion. The job's coming to an end before the midterms, I think. Okay, and inside, he's got all of them. He gets the Tower. You saw me shuffle. I'll show you. I cut open. So yeah, he's going. Does this one give number 16? 6 plus 1 is 7. That's July. June, July. It will be an upsetting thing, but if you have made this one unhappy for some reason, embarrassed, too shiny, yeah, your days are numbered. All right, well, that was pretty big. He got the biggest reading of them all. And I'll leave it here, and I will figure out those timestamps, and I'll be back at some point this week with the celebrity stuff. If you're watched this far, do know I work. I'm also working on art stuff for a fair that I have 2 that I've got coming up, and I've got to get more new things done. So I'm just doing some other things, but I do like to do this. So drop your question, political, and I'll try to write it down and not forget. And if I forget, just remind me. I'm good that way. I'll get after it. All right, thanks for being here, and bye for now.